So we are going to start. So first of all, a very warm welcome to the wonderful people who have joined us for today's webinar. As I'm very happy to, host this webinar where we talk about the industry perspective on COVID-19 and how different sectors are dealing with changes and adapting, taking the new ways as a new normal when they are going forward with their work, with their regular work. So I would like to now start introducing my wonderful panel, which obviously needs no introduction. So I'm going to start first and foremost with Mr. Harbhajan Singh. Obviously, needs no introduction, renowned cricketer who has several world records to his credit, and iconic team member of the Chennai Super Kings IPL team. Bhaji, if you can just say hi to everybody, to the audience.
Yeah, hi everyone. Thank you very much for having me on this webinar. I would like to say thank you, Bhavna Di, for having me on this and giving me the opportunity to talk. A lot of people nowadays, it's very difficult to meet people, but with this, yes, we can talk to a lot of the people, and we can still be very, very connected with all our friends. So thank you very much. आपने मुझे इंट्रोड्यूस करने में ना थोड़ा ये भी भूल गए कि मैं मुंबई इंडियंस के लिए 10 साल खेला हूँ. So you should have said मुंबई इंडियंस एंड चेन्नई सुपर किंग. बड़े फैन वो हो जाते हैं कि
नहीं मुंबई इंडियंस की तो मैं भी बड़ी फैन हूँ, तो डेफिनेटली वो मेरे से गलती हो गई. I'm really sorry about that. Next, we move to our another esteemed panelist, Mr. Dabbu Ratnani. Of course, once again, needs no introduction. I think everybody knows him. Ace photographer whose lens has missed no Bollywood celebrity. And I think it's every girl's dream to get photographed by you, Dabbu. I think you should know that. But yes, if you could just say hello to our audience, we would really appreciate it.
Sure. Hi, everybody. Lovely to be here, and thank you for having me. It's been, it's great to be on this panel with all of you, with Nikki, Bhaji, Bhavna, all of us. I've been known each other since a long, long time, and feels good to be here and discuss, what the future holds for us in this industry. All the best, guys.
Thank you so much. Moving on to the next esteemed panelist, Mr. Mickey Contractor. Again, most coveted makeup artist in the industry who has chiseled faces like Aishwarya Rai, Kajol, Kareena Kapoor, Neeta Ambani with his brushes. And I think, again, I must say this, it's every girl's dream to, that you one day get to do makeup on her. I think it's been mine as well. I've been an ardent fan of yours. So welcome, Mickey, on the panel. And please, if you could just say a hello to all our audiences, that would be great.
Well, thank you for this wonderful introduction, and hello everyone. Very happy to be here, and I think the sooner we get on with it, the better. So
absolutely.
Yes.
Last but not the least, I'd like to take a moment to introduce Ms. Bhavna Jasra. Of course, she's not only joining us as a panelist today, guys. She's also responsible. She's the one who has curated this webinar for everybody. So Bhavna, I'd like to really thank you before I start with your introduction. So obviously, India's premier live casting artist who has created expressions of hands and feet of every known celebrity, sports person. I mean, you name it. She's worked her magic on everybody, and I think it gives me immense pleasure to introduce her. Bhavna, if you could just quickly say a hi to our audiences. I think everybody is waiting to hear from you.
A big hello to the audience and my fellow panelists who are also my dear friends. Thank you so much for just agreeing to come onto the webinar and giving us, opinions about your respective industries. I so appreciate the fact that you all immediately agreed to come on, because you all have a wealth of knowledge that has to be shared with everybody from people of your similar professions. So guys, let's get on with the webinar, and I guess everybody's waiting.
Okay, so I'm going to jump into my first question, which is for Harbhajan. Harbhajan, as a sports person, we all know the importance of, physical endurance. During such times, how have you kept yourself physically and, mentally fit? I mean, how have you kept yourself positive during this lockdown?
Well, to be honest, this has not been a very difficult sort of a time for me because sports teaches you a lot. Sports is a great teacher, and I've been one of those fortunate one. Have learned a lot from sports, and these time like last 3-4 months have given me a lot of time to spend with my own people, with my daughter, with my wife, and of course. All I can tell you, I'm more fitter now than what I was 4 months back. So this like lockdown kind of a period have gave me the opportunity to work on myself, work on my family, and take whatever little positive you can take from this. It's going to benefit you. So this is how I've kept myself very busy by working out and spending a lot of time at home. And I've become a very good cook as well. One day I might have to call all of you to come home, Dabu, Bhavna Di, and everyone to come home, and I'll cook some food for you guys.
Super. Thank you so much for that. I think that's an inspirational answer. My next question is to Mr. Dabu and Mr. Mickey. Of course, I mean, being at the top in your respective fields, you both have inspired so many people to take up photography and, beauty, makeup as a profession, to walk into the industry and, but now with the changes, with the way the world is moving, with the pandemic in place, do you think that these industries will evolve in a similar manner post-COVID? And do you think that they will be able to bounce back post-COVID? Again, when I talk about photography and beauty industry. So anyone can jump in and answer. I can see Dabu wants to say something.
I'll start. Yeah, I mean, I think things will get back to normal. I feel that, I like I said, I've attended one shoot already, and we had to take the necessary precautions. We had to kind of make sure that it's not too overcrowded. So we had a limited amount of people in our crew. As usual, on a normal basis, we would go with like 10 people, but this time we were 4. And so we had to work doubly hard to set up everything and help the light boys and everything, but which was fine. And as we entered the premises, we, made sure all the equipment was sanitized, and we made sure all the, everybody was wearing masks, shields, all the kind of safety precautions were taken at a shoot. And also now one thing I realized at my shoot was that rather than having a laptop, I think a bigger screen would be better, because when the camera is tethered to the computer and everyone's coming to crowd around the, if we have a larger screen, I feel people from a distance can see the pictures from wherever they are standing. So people don't need to crowd around towards the laptop, And otherwise, I think we were maintaining the distance, because anyway, when you're using a camera and a lens, which is slightly longer lens, you're already away from the people. And, everybody was covered, everybody's taking the necessary precautions. So honestly, before I went for the shoot, I thought it's going to be a lot more harder. But after the shoot, I feel that things can come back to normal. I feel people can, work this out, and more shoots can start, I think, starting this month itself.
Okay. Mickey, I think you also did a shoot during the lockdown. How was your experience? What would you like to add?
Yeah, I did one shoot. That too, it was the first commercial shoot that happened after the lockdown. And again, the same thing, like we got sprayed as soon as we got out of our cars. We went into the van, and the first thing we did was we sanitized the countertop on which we were going to put our sanitized makeup. And the makeup was sanitized a day before. So, basically, I think it's a question of getting adjusted to the new normal. It's a temporary phase. I mean, I don't understand why people are making such a big deal about the fact that this is not going to stay here forever. I mean, it's a big deal right now. But I mean, if you just make a few adjustments, as long as you're sanitary about it, I mean, let's not get too caught up with it. I feel a lot of people are getting too caught up with it. As long as you put things in mind, like washing hands, using a sanitizer, and stuff like that. I mean, just wear your PPE suit if you have to. I know it's extremely uncomfortable. I was very uncomfortable. I feel extremely hot, even in normal circumstances. In an air-conditioned studio, I still feel hot. But, I went through it. I mean, it was a question of 12 hours. It was not a big deal. I cannot say that it was an enjoyable experience, but just being on set was great.
Yeah, it felt good to go back to work for me also.
I mean, driving into Film City, it has never felt better.
I mean, you saying, why people are getting so caught up with it, which brings me to my next question. I think everybody's been talking about IPL and what's going to happen with that, and how is it going to be managed? And so my next question actually is a common question. It's to a it's to a cricketer, it's to a sports person, and it's obviously to a cricket fan, to Bhavna. So Harbhajan, Bhavna, the question is for you now. If IPL continues, Harbhajan, and but at the same time, it is just filmed, and there are no spectators allowed in the stadium for safety reasons and things like that. How would your experience be? Would you be okay with that? How would you feel, playing that game, given that the whole spirit of the game lies in the cheers and the audience, wooing for you when you're hitting those sixes? And how would you feel if that were to happen?
Well, it's gonna be a very different sort of experience. Like we play Ranji Trophy, domestic cricket, where no spectators come to watch any sort of game. But playing IPL without crowd would be a difficult kind of a thing. But if that's the only way to happen, then of course that's the way forward. And we don't mind playing it, as long as people are enjoying sitting at home and watching us playing, and we doing what we are doing on the field without the crowd. That's okay,
So the game must go on.
Of course, it must go on, because somewhere down the line we have to get used to these situations now. And as Vicky and Dabu, they have also mentioned that we have to adopt the situations now and work accordingly. And this is going to remain for maybe 6 months, 8 months, or for a year. But we can't just sit at home and do nothing. We have to be a little smarter than what we were earlier and do the right sort of things, what required for you to be safe and your next one to be safe. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
And I'd like to say that to me, IPL shouldn't just give a miss. That's very important. If they play and say spectators are not allowed, in an ideal situation in the stadium, it would still be so lovely to just watch the game go on, because it also reaffirms everybody's belief that no matter what happens, the show must go on. And if you allow, certain, because in an ideal scenario, even the cricketers would, I'm sure Harbhajan would love the stadium to have a few people. And, stadiums are actually very large areas. So socially, to be able to maintain that distance, socially would be possible if, we scatter the crowd a little bit away from each other. All those logistics can be worked out, and people must consider that IPL also does give livelihood to a lot of people. We only think about the cricketers, but there's so much of ground staff,
absolutely,
back-end staff. Harbhajan, you agree, right, with what I'm saying? That no industry comes alone. It comes with a lot of people which are associated with it. And I think decisions must be taken collectively, keeping everybody in mind. And of course, the fans who are just dying to get on with the game.
Absolutely. Spoken like a true fan, Bhavna. And thank you for that very insightful answer. My next question is to all of you. In fact, I mean, feel free to jump in and answer, as you want. It's an interesting question, and it's been the talk, recently, even in the news and things like that. With all the protection and safety measures in place, do you think that these safety trends of wearing these PPE suits, wearing the masks, gloves, and everything, do you think that they would continue for a long time, even post COVID, because of the way people are now, the kind of conscious effort people are taking towards being safe, staying clean? So do you think that these kind of safety measures will continue on for a very long time in your respective fields? Maybe on the field, Harbhajan, for you, maybe, during shoots, Mickey and Dabu, do you think that it's going to be something that you'll see, like, maybe cricketers playing cricket with the masks on, or I don't know, what do you guys feel about this?
I feel like as long as we're just being responsible, not just for ourselves, but the people around us, and we're just being careful with just one mask and a face shield, I think life can move on. Nobody doesn't have to wear a PPE suit unless you're in really close contact with the person.
Yeah.
I just certainly hope that this normal comes back really, really soon, because people are also getting really fed up.
Yeah, because also especially because when he's doing makeup and hair and you're very close to the person.
Close
so,
to the
yeah, with a photographer, it's not so much, where you're in absolute contact with that person. Only, like I said, when you're watching the pictures together or you're doing selection of pictures, otherwise we have kind of a distance when we are shooting. And I think post-COVID, I think people will get more responsible in terms of hygiene and keeping, but I don't think PPE suits and everything will continue. I mean, people will definitely maintain much better hygiene so that we avoid something like this in the future. That's what my thing is.
Which brings me to a very important point that you mentioned about close contact. And it's actually relevant to all of you, given that, you all have such specific, very, very interesting kinds of, work, interesting fields. Like Bhavna, you have a very interesting field where you're working with art, and your work requires you to have that emotional connect with the client, and, that closeness, you have to meet them and things like that. Dabbu, Mickey, of course, with your shoots, Harbhajan, you as well. I mean, you also do a lot of shoots. So when it comes to that, being in that close, room, close contact kind of environment, what is your take on that? How soon do you think it's going to be special, activities, shoots happening regularly, these kind of, Bhavna, you with your work, going out and working with the regular pace? When do you think we can expect that?
Whenever there is a change like this, and a very drastic change like this, I mean, this is a pandemic. It's not just like a normal change that has happened. It's a pandemic. Never in that, all the continents of the world have actually been affected at the same time. So it's a very huge change that has happened. So obviously adapting to the new change is taking the time. So, today when we consider ourselves a little frazzled about wearing the PPE suit and taking that extra protection, yes, we are frazzled, but we are going through that intermediate phase where, the acceptance of the fact that such a huge change has happened to all of us. But like we are all creatures of habit, slowly and steadily, we will, as we realize that, yes, things are being taken charge of, and it's not such a, wild, let loose situation, we will also adapt to it beautifully and take the necessary precautions. But like Mickey said, that euphoria and that hoopla that is being created about, that every little thing needs to be sanitized, or every little thing needs to be, if you just take, care of the basics, and everybody actually takes their own responsibility in their own hands, I think we are good to go. And, PPE suits, yes, are very important, but they are very important in areas for maybe the caretakers, the caregivers, the doctors. Maybe for us, we just maybe a good 3M mask and wearing gloves and sanitizing our hands regularly. And even if you're wearing gloves, sanitizing those gloves, because, wherever you touch, you are actually
absolutely
virus back or bacteria in your hands. So I think if that responsibility seeps into everybody, I think we can get, going into the new normal.
Would anybody else like to add something to that? Mickey, Harbhajan, Dabbu?
Really?
Not really. I think it's the same thing for all of us. I mean, it's the same
scenario. All right. Bhavna, a question in particular focused much on art, as art is considered to be, more of an indulgence and an investment. What do you have to say that will this industry take a hit for a longer time? Even if other businesses, bounce back, do you think this particular industry, the art industry, do you think this will take a bigger hit than the others?
See, art is usually, always considered an indulgence. And to be very honest with you, people at this point of time, already who have battled emotionally and, economically with their businesses at the time of COVID, it's not going to be easy going forward, making, I would say, instinctive purchases, instinctive large purchases. Fortunately for me, my art is very personalized. And, the times that we have lived with Corona now, people have actually, had the time to focus on relationships. We have all spent good quality time. Like Harbhajan said, he spent great quality time with his family, with his, his child, people who are living with parents, people who are living with grandparents. Everybody has, had that good quality time to enjoy with the family, and family and relationships have come into the focus. My art is, personalized. It involves actually celebrating all those relationships. So we actually have seen a huge surge in inquiries, coming on social media platforms to us, because we have realized that people sitting at home have actually learned to appreciate and enjoy their memories, their family time, their emotions. So it really depends. For me, it's different. I think going forward, people are going to be have a great emotional connect, and my art has that. So yeah, I'm good. Yeah, going forward, I'm good. Yeah.
Sounds good. I have another question again to all the panelists. As well as, we all know that there are many fans and admirers amongst our audience today. What tips and advice would you like to share with the young generation with regards to staying positive and staying very very taking this head on, not getting negative, not getting caught in their thoughts? And I think that your tips would mean a lot, because I'm also in the education field. I have deal with youngsters every day on a daily basis. So I think that whatever tips and messages you guys could give to your fans and admirers, that would be of great help. So Harbhajan, let's start with you. What tips could you give to your fans and your admirers on how to stay positive?
Well, when I was a little kid, I wanted to play for India. मेरा एक ही सपना था कि मेरी ज़िंदगी में इंडिया के लिए खेलना है। और मेरे साथ में और भी बड़े टैलेंटेड लोग थे जो मे भी मेरे से ज़्यादा टैलेंटेड थे, पर मैं मेहनती बहुत ज़्यादा था, उनसे ज़्यादा मैं मेहनत करता था। और स्पोर्ट्स में क्या है कि आपका हर दिन जो है वो इम्तिहान होता है। यू लर्न एवरी डे। आज एग्ज़ाम हुआ, आज आप फेल हुए, बट वो उससे आप फेल से सीखते हो कि कैसे अगली बार बेटर करना है। तो ये जो मुश्किल वाला दौर आता है, ये सिखाने के लिए आता है। और इस टाइम पे जितना आप सीखोगे, आई एम श्योर गोइंग फॉरवर्ड इट्स गोना बेनिफिट यू अ लॉट। तो आई एम श्योर कि बड़े नेगेटिव ख्याल भी आएंगे, ये नहीं हो रहा, वो नहीं हो रहा, बट वो जो थॉट है उसको और डिले करना है, उसको और आगे सोचना है कि कैसे जब ये खत्म होगा उसके बाद की जिंदगी कितनी अच्छी होगी और क्या क्या बढ़िया आपके लिए आगे है। सो मैं इसलिए ये कह रहा हूँ कि वो अपने आप पे यकीन रखना बहुत ज़रूरी है कि मैं अच्छा करूँगा और इस चीज़ से बाहर निकल के आऊँगा, क्योंकि इट्स ओनली यू हु कैन बिलीव दिस, यू कैन फील कि ये हो सकता है। अगर बाकी आपको बोलेंगे, वो बोलने से नहीं होगा जब तक आपके अंदर से विश्वास नहीं आएगा। जैसे मैं अपना बात कर रहा हूँ इसलिए क्योंकि जब मैं छोटा था मुझे एक ही एम था, मुझे इंडिया के लिए खेलना है। मेरे लिए मैटर नहीं करता था कि मैं मुंबई से हूँ या दिल्ली से हूँ या छोटे से एक शहर जलंधर से हूँ, बट मेरे सपने बड़े थे इसलिए, और मेरा यकीन बाकियों से बेटर था, इसलिए मैं इंडिया के लिए खेला। इसलिए खुद पे रखो यकीन, दिन आएंगे हसीन, यही मैं कहूँगा। और ज़रूर दिन अच्छे आएंगे और आप किसी भी तरीके से अपने आप को डिसहार्टन नहीं करना। कुछ ही तो चीज़ें चेंज हुई हैं, 3-4 महीने की चीज़ें चेंज हुई हैं। एज भावना दी ऑल्सो सेड, दिस इज अ ग्रेट सॉर्ट ऑफ टाइम टू बी विद योर फैमिली एंड लर्न समथिंग न्यू, फोकस ऑन योर सेल्फ। you'll probably surprise yourself कि यार मैं ये भी कर सकता हूँ, मैं ये भी कर सकता हूँ। जैसे मेरे जैसे बंदे ने कभी बुक नहीं पढ़ी थी, पर इस टाइम पे मैंने gone through few books कि मैं ये चीज़ भी कर सकता हूँ यार। So try and learn something new every day. There are a lot of things, not just watching TV, not just checking your WhatsApp and statuses and all that, but there are a lot of things to learn. तो वो सब चीज़ों पे अगर आप फोकस करोगे तो ये टाइम भी ऐसे बीत जाएगा। तो स्टे फोकस और हौसले बुलंद रखो, बस यही कहना चाहूँगा।
I'm getting already such amazing messages. आपके fans बोल रहे हैं. I have to say it. I'm really sorry. They are saying well said, Paji, and I think you're inspiring them. So that was wonderfully, said, Harbhajan. Thank you so much for that. Mickey, Dabu, please. I mean, some tips and some messages from your side as well would be great inspiration. Mickey, if you want to continue.
Well, I mean, I don't think I have really enjoyed my own company so much in a long, long time. Staying home. I've been dying to learn how to cook for like a number of years. And finally, I started to learn how to cook. Initially, I just assisted my wife in the kitchen. And then since last month, I've been looking at YouTube recipes and just going ham. And I'm managing to do fine. एक फुल्का अगर बनाया और वो फूक गया, तो then I feel कि wow, fab, it's an achievement. So, these little things can actually make a big difference in your life. and start seeing joy in little things. I feel just look at other people's work. I mean, I've been surfing the net quite a bit and looking at all the international makeup artists, learning a few tricks from them, trying to experiment myself. So as long as you keep yourself busy, I think this time too shall pass, and very soon it'll all be normal.
Dabu, do you want to add something to that, Dabu, Bhavna? Because very soon I'm going to start. Yes.
So very similar, I mean, similarly, even my brother's a chef, so I called him and I, took some recipes from him, got some tips from Manisha, and we started doing some experimenting with the kids, started cooking a bit. And also, I've been shooting 25 years now. This is my 25th year in the industry, and
wow,
I've just realized, thank you. I've just realized that I have so much data, and which is in such a major mess. So I am able to sort out my old data. I'm talking of 50-60 terabytes of data, and put them into proper hard drives and everything. Whole life we keep complaining, we don't have time, and we got this time to kind of reminisce on some of my old work, reprocessed all the images. I been posting a lot of archival pictures which I've shot in the past, which people haven't seen. So I think it was the time to kind of work on my website, to work on my social media, to kind of gather all the data and make sure everything is secure, and I've made hard drives, which one set of the whole shoots will stay at home and the same set will stay in the studio. So I've made the most of the time, and I've learned, processing of images and stuff from websites, which we never get the time to study. In our life, we are so busy that, we are so busy with our work and just doing the routine thing. I've actually studied so much from these live webinars that happen from processing companies, from Adobe, Capture One, various things, and I think some pictures which I processed, I was just showing Manisha yesterday, which I processed 3-4 years ago, and I reprocessed the same images today. They look completely different and so much better. So I've learned a lot. I'm like the same thing, all of us, I think we've made the most of this lockdown, and, I think we'll come out stronger out of this.
Absolutely. Yes, Bhavna.
One line, that this, period has actually uncluttered and uncomplicated lives. It's taken us back to basics with a lot of things that we never had time to, or we never looked at them, with their simplicity. So I think it's been a great reality check for everybody. We have adjusted our paces according to the way we wanted it. We've kind of set a good reset button, prioritizing friends, family, life, what we intend doing, in the future. So I think it's been I would say it's been a great leveler. It's been a great leveler for everybody. So going forward, I think we'll be stronger people. Yes, for sure.
I mean, you guys have been talking such positive things and inspiring the audience. I'm getting such wonderful messages. And I think y'all have just shown that how you can turn the tables around, during this period as well. You don't have to, go with all the negativity. You can make it work for you in a very positive way. So that's wonderful. And I would like to take this moment to now introduce a special surprise and introduce some special members into this webinar. And if I can just request Dr. Varun Chaudhary to switch on his video as well, and I would like to first begin by introducing very, very big fan of yours, sir, Mr. Sanjay Kapoor. He's here with us. I hope you can all see him. Sir, if you could just say hello to everyone quickly. Bollywood actor and also now, yes. Thank you so much, sir. But very, very quick introduction, guys. A wonderful audience. Mr. Sanjay Kapoor has joined us for the webinar. Bollywood actor and also now part of the OTT community with platforms like Netflix and Amazon Prime. A lot of you guys have already sending me wonderful messages saying hello to Sanjay, sir. So welcome, sir. And Dr. Varun, thank you. Dr. Varun.
Smita, you'll have to allow me to start my video.
Sure. So we'll just give you a few seconds to maybe start your video. In the meantime, if I could just start introducing you as well. So we also have Dr. Varun Chaudhary here, who's the Executive Director, CG Corp Global and owner of popular brand YY Noodles. He's also joined us, and of course, as you can all see, they've they've helped, they've supporting this webinar. So welcome, sir. And we also have with us Mr. Avin Agarwal. Sir, if you could also just turn on your video. Director, Haldiram's Food International, also in support of this webinar. And finally, we also have Mr. Krishna Gupta, MD, founder, Lloyd's Luxuries, and owner of Truefit and Hill. Welcome, sir. Welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for supporting this webinar. So we're going to start with Dr. Varun. I believe, we would like to, give you the stage to ask a few questions to our panelists, sir. So please go ahead.
Right. So I have a question for Bhaji Bhai. Good to see you again.
How are you? Good to see you too.
How are you? So my first question to you is, since IPL may not happen this year, it's still doubtful. What are your personal feelings about missing it?
Well, see, I don't play much cricket nowadays. The only tournament I play from last 2 to 3 years was IPL. And if that will not happen, obviously, that'll be a very sad sort of thing for me. But, but I'm still very hopeful that it will happen sometime in September, which is what we are listening from the broadcasters and from the BCCI, whatever news we are getting. So we are still quite hopeful, and I'm sure it will happen. If it doesn't happen, it will happen next year. So I'll have to keep myself fit for the next year to make sure I take part in it for the next year as well.
Great. Good to be optimistic.
Of course, of course.
Right. My next question is to Sanjay ji. Sanjay ji, first of all, I watched your movie last night, Mission Mangal.
Oh,
fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much. And you watched my movie, and I want to say my daughter loves Bye Bye Noodles, and I ordered it through Amazon. I don't know why it's not come since a month and a half. That's a very sad.
I'll check on that. And brilliant performance. I'm quite melodramatic when it comes to movies, so I started crying also. But my second question to you, obviously, got to do with the industry, because I'm a Bollywood buff myself, and with so many friends in the industry, everything's been hit hard because of this pandemic. So how is the industry going to cope up with all the new rules, restrictions, and really set itself back into track? What are your views on that?
Well, I think so. Things are, obviously nothing really substantial has started, but what I can see is what I also hear about it. Now you're at home, so through social media or through, digital platforms, you hear that some shootings have started, some TV shootings, and some even a web show has started. It's going to take time, because films is one thing which there has to be a constant touch of actors. They're very close to each other. A lot of things, you can go to an office and wear a mask and work, but when you're in front of the camera, so the actors cannot do that. Then you have makeup artists, or for women, there are hairdressers. So things like that, where there is a human touch involved. So that's the reason, I think so the film, I won't only say the film industry, whether it is television, movies, or OTT platforms, will take a while. It started slowly. I think so, like we all have suffered, the whole world is suffering because there was no work, nothing. But I think so, right now, the attitude of people is that life has to go on. ऐसा ना हो कि आपको कोरोना नहीं, आपको भूख मार दे. सबको काम करना है, सबको पैसे कमाना है. Life has to go on. So I think so the same thing the film people will also do. And like I would like to say, right now, as I'm talking, I am shooting at home for a web show, shooting myself with my own iPhone camera and a laptop and everything. And there are 7-8 actors, very interesting actors, very good subject, and everybody is shooting in their own houses. And we are making this show right now. And it's going to be a 4-episode show. So what I'm trying to say is everybody is trying to start somewhere. Because like I said, eventually we all need to work. We just cannot, be at home, corona hai, corona. You have to be careful. You have to take precautions. But you cannot sit at home scared also. You need to, like recently I saw Mickey shooting with Kajol, and obviously they took all precautions and everything. So I think so life has to go on, and it will be tough, but there is a saying when, you need to really fight it out.
Right.
There's
And
no
also
other choice.
Right. One of the sayings which I've always sort of lived my life through, and also the saying was आपत्ति से आविष्कार का जन्म होता है. So I think mother is a necessary, invention is a necessity. All.
Yes, exactly. You just need to be careful. It's like I'm shooting at home right now. In this three nearly 100 days, I have not really, probably I've stepped out twice. I have stepped out. So I've really tried to be careful, but I've been shooting at home. So that is, keeps me going. And I'm sure, like I'm doing a show for Netflix, which we started shooting, we shot only 7-8 days. And then this coronavirus happened. And in fact, when we were shooting itself, it was already in air, like we were, the unit had started wearing the mask and everything. And 15th of March was the last day I shot. But about 2 weeks back, I got a call from the production company. Dramatics is making that show. That from 1st September, sir, keep yourself free. 99.9% we're going to start shooting. So I think it's a matter of time. I think so everybody will start shooting. You can see the buzz. You can see now actors going to offices, meetings are happening. So I think so it's a matter of time when we start shooting. We just need to be careful and start shooting.
I'd like to take this moment to request Mr. Avin Agarwal. I know, sir, you also have a question for one of for our panelists. So if you could just.
Hi everyone. Hi Sanjay ji. I have a question for you.
Yeah, sure.
So we were just talking about the OTT platform and that you have been shooting for Netflix and various other web series, and the one you're creating, one you're at home yourself. So I just wanted to understand, do you think the future would lie with the OTT platform, or still the big budget movies would exist? I mean, what do you think the future would lie at for us?
I think so. See, movies in cinemas will never die. That will always be there. Every time something new came, मुझे याद है जब वीडियो आए थे, कैसेट्स आए थे, लोगों ने बोला अब इंडस्ट्री में थिएटर में कौन जाएगा? फिर डीवीडी आए, फिर सैटेलाइट आया. The experience of going to a theater will not change. It will not change. Today, yes, like OTT has been a fantastic thing for technicians, for actors, for everybody. Like you can try something really, you don't have to worry about कि ये यहाँ पे चलेगी या यहाँ नहीं चलेगी. Whatever's in your mind, if you think the script is good enough, you make it in a OTT platform. So that's a very positive thing. But I think so it will survive. Both the things will survive. It's not that the OTT will. Right now, it's getting a lot more attention because everybody is sitting at home. Like my own brother Boni hardly used to watch movies at home or any. I don't think so. He's watched a web show, and now he has no choice. He's been at home also since 100 days, and he's been watching a lot of TV shows, a lot of movies also, which he had missed all this time. So I guess there may be a lot of people who were not watching a lot of shows and everything, who started watching shows. But trust me, once the cinema opens, that experience, like I miss it myself. Going to the theater. Like I stay in Jews, I go to PVR, buying my popcorn, sitting in the theater and watching a movie on a big screen. That experience will never go. And I'm 100% sure. And I've been in this industry as an actor for 25 years and born in this industry. And I've heard this hundreds of times. ये हो गया है, digital आ गया है, ये आ गया, industry का क्या होगा, खत्म हो जाएगी. Industry is only increasing, and this also phase will pass, and nothing's going to happen to the film industry.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you so much, Sanjay sir, for answering.
Thank you so much. Sorry, guys, I'm shooting, so I requested them that I'll come for a short while and be here because I'm shooting right now. So I will leave you all.
No problem. Thank you so much.
Good
Thank
to see you all.
For giving us
Good
your
to see you,
time.
Baji. Waiting for the IPL. आपकी bowling देखने के लिए और आपके छक्के देखने के लिए wait कर रहे हैं.
जरूर. Thank you.
Positive क्या 100% होगी cricket match. अभी already अभी मैं थोड़ी cricket के बारे में बोल देता हूँ. जुलाई में अभी इंग्लैंड और वेस्ट इंडीज खेल रही है. इंग्लैंड में मैच, पाकिस्तान भी पहुंच गई है वहाँ पे, वो भी मैच होने वाला है. तो IPL भी जरूर होगा और आपको हम बहुत जल्दी देखेंगे. And I look forward to see
Absolutely.
you.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye, guys.
See you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you so Mr. Krishna Gupta, if you, I would also, like to ask you if you, being in a very similar close contact, industry with TrueFit and Hill, again, being in the salon grooming, sector, grooming business, what is your thought on the whole situation that we are facing right now? Would you like to add something or give a message to, the wonderful audience over here?
No, I mean, definitely we can relate to everything that has been happening with everyone. Our business, which is in the men's grooming, has probably one of the most close proximity with the customer and the technician. So that has been a very big challenge. And once we've been allowed to operate in Bombay and in Mumbai, once the government has lifted the restrictions, and in all the other cities and states where we have started in the last month, we've taken the highest levels of hygiene and safety precautions. All our technicians wear masks, shields, disposable gloves, disposable everything.
Wow.
We monitor the temperature every single day so that even if there's a small fluctuation, we know that. We make the customers do a declaration before they come in, so we know everyone is safe. And it's been difficult, but everyone is looking to come out for their haircuts and their shaves. Everyone is sick and tired of doing it at home. I've had to make my wife cut my hair 3 times. So I wanted to have a question.
My wife vouches for cutting her husband's hair too.
I wanted to have a question for Dabuji as well, because the haircut related question for the panelists would be maximum applied to you right now. How did you groom your hair during this situation?
You're on mute, Dabu, you're on mute.
Hi. Actually, 4 months I didn't cut my hair at all.
Okay.
It had gone really out of shape. Just 2 days ago, I've had a haircut, and in fact, the first day then when the permission was granted on Sunday, I think.
Okay.
I went out for a haircut, and shave. I always shave on my own, so
that's great.
That was okay. But I was cutting my dog's hair at home.
Yes, same.
And I was helping Manisha also a little bit with her hair because all the women's salons were closed. So I was doing my bit, and but yeah, I didn't actually in end of February, I had a really short haircut. Like I'd gone almost zero from the sides, so it wasn't so bad when it grew out.
Great.
So we'd love for Avin and Mr. Krishna, both of you, to stay here. But of course, if you have prior commitments, if you're getting late, then there is no compulsion. You can either choose to stay here, or if you have to be somewhere, then you can be there, because we are now going to start taking questions from our audience. Guys, we are only going to be able to take very limited questions because we are short on time. So I really apologize in advance, but I'm only probably going to be able to take 3 questions maybe at the most. So I've already started receiving questions actually from a long time, and I'm going to randomly pick a couple of questions. So the first question actually is to, Mr. Dabu and Mr. Mickey. So the first question to you both is, how do you stand out from this crowded competition in both photography and beauty? How does one make a mark? That's the question coming from Jenish Harsora to
Mickey, go first.
both of you.
Well, the only thing that I can say through experience is just be yourself. Do what you do best. Don't try and ape somebody else. You just always try and be the leader and not the follower. That's my mantra. So.
Absolutely. Dabu, what would you like to add?
So with photography also, I think you can, even if you go to an institute or you learn photography, you can only learn the technique of how to operate a camera or to set up a light. But the vision and the aesthetics and the taste, no one can really teach you. It's a lot to do with your own eye. Like I said, like if you go to an acting school, they can teach you how to perform, but they can't teach you how to play or to act. Same thing with cricket. I think it's a similar thing. The vision that you have, that is something that cannot be taught. So you have to have their own style, own language in photography, and cultivate a style which defines your own signature work, you know. So I think that's the only thing I can say in terms of to stand out and not to replicate and not to kind of imitate someone else's work, because people will always go to the original.
All right. Actually, this is a thank you so much, you know, Mr. Dabu and Mr. Mickey for your wonderful answers. I've been seeing a lot of people typing the same thing on the chat to Mr. Harbhajan, that, sir, how do you manage to stay so positive and so smiling and happy all the time? And how do you plan to celebrate your birthday? This is a question that's been trending on our chat today. So I just thought that I'd ask you. A lot of your fans are asking the same question.
How do I plan? मैं actually plan कर रहा हूँ कल न्यूयॉर्क की फ्लाइट लूँ यहाँ से और रात को वहाँ से निकल जाऊँ लॉस वेगस, वेगस से जाऊँ पेरिस, पेरिस से जाऊँ फिर मैं किसी और कंट्री, वहाँ पूरा सेलिब्रेशन करके वापस आऊँ. But I wish ऐसा हो पाता. I will be at home with my wife and my kid. I'll be celebrating my birthday with them. And yes, thank you very much. आप जो already wishes भी भेज रहे हैं, दुआएं भी भेज रहे हैं. और staying positive कैसे रहते हैं ये choice है. आप दो तरीके से रह सकते हो, या positive रह सकते हो या फिर बिल्कुल ही अपना डामाडोल कर सकते हो. तो ये आपके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है आपकी ज़िंदगी आप कैसे जीना चाहते हो. तो एक ज़िंदगी है, उसको खुशी के तरीके से जियो और हर चीज को पाने के लिए ना वो रखो कि ये मैं कर सकता हूँ. अगर वैसा कुछ आगे बढ़ने की जिंदगी में वो होड़ होगी ना, तो फिर आप जिंदगी से बोर नहीं होंगे. तो यही कहूंगा कि लुक फॉरवर्ड, कि आगे आने वाला समय जो है वो अच्छा होगा. So that's what I look to do. You know, I try and become better than what I was yesterday. Every day is a new challenge. तो वो चैलेंज को कैसे पार करना है, वो एक अपने आप में आपको वो होड़ लगी होनी चाहिए. अगर वो नहीं है तो फिर जिंदगी बड़ी बोरिंग हो जाएगी. तो just keep learning, you know, every day. So that's what. और thank you बर्थडे के जो मेरे plans मैंने आपको बताए हैं. अगली बार आप सब मिलके ना मेरे लिए टिकट करवा देना अगली बर्थडे.
Last question from the audience goes to Bhavna. Bhavna, we have a wonderful question coming from, I think, yes, from Vaibhavi Ingole about, you know, how did you get inspired to start this entire art, you know, empire of yours? And you've made such a wonderful mark. Where did you get your inspiration from to start this unique concept of, you know, impressions and casting? How did you do this?
So, you know, the art in itself is a very emotionally attached one, and it involves personalization, and, you know, you have to be a person who values relationships and emotions. So, because you're dealing with, you know, human subjects, you're dealing with a baby, you're dealing with a couple who's celebrating their wedding, or you're dealing with, you know, the elderly whose impressions, blessing hands are being made by their family for them. So it's very important for you inherently to be that person, to appreciate these relationships and emotions. So being a Cancerian, you know, this emotional trait we are born with, and I guess that really is the person that I am, and it made life a lot easier. I learned it, you know, when I was pregnant with my daughter. She's 18 years old. You know, she's going to be 18 in July this year. And I've been, you know, pursuing this. But like all the others said, you know, it's very important in any business that you compete with yourself, because competing with others brings negativity.
Absolutely.
Compete with yourself. You need to better yourself every day. Don't worry about how many people, you know, join the bandwagon. India is a land of billions of people. So there will always be somebody who will join in doing exactly what you're doing, you know, but you have to do what you're doing and do it best.
Thank you so much, Bhavna, for that. And I'd like to, now before we conclude, a humble request to all my wonderful panelists, if you could just, for a quick picture, hold your hand up like this and make this gesture of the positive sign to give a message to everybody to stay positive. For a quick picture. Thank you so much, guys. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.